Hello and welcome back to Prehistoric Relations. We'll be continuing where we left off. But first, a little disclosure. I recorded the initial videos that you probably already saw before this. I mean, obviously. Back in April. And you're barely now seeing them, and I'm pretty sure it's not April right now. So by the time you see this, it's already been, what, like 6, 7, maybe 8 months later? So if you see anything that's different from the previous videos, in this one, it's because it's been updated, and they fixed and changed some stuff. I'm not really sure what they did, but I think some of the sprites got, like little touch-ups, and I think that's the only thing I saw. But there was like an extensive list of things that were changed. But yeah. I don't remember the giant... Was she like a Spinosaurus or whatever? The one that's like after the teacher? The one that's like behind everyone with the pink hair? I don't remember her being part of the main screen. I also don't remember the Triceratops that's off to the left, like hiding behind the red dinosaur T-Rex thing. I don't remember him being there either. Obviously, I forgot all of their names except for Demok's name. Because, you know, he speaks Spanish. Well, him and the Sabertooth both speak Spanish. And I really like that. But yeah. I think the shark guy was a Megalodon, and the little raptor dude right there off to the left. I don't remember much about any of this. Because like I said, it's been a while since I recorded, and I didn't realize that it had been updated, so I just now realized. I'm like, well, I might as well record the next update, which is, you know, the next day. And since these updates are fairly short, that's usually very good for me. Anywho, so I guess, yeah, without further ado, let's continue. Oh yeah, the last part was that this guy and you, the protagonist, the shark dude, and you were in your student apartment thingy, and somebody was trying to like break in. So I think they were this guy's ex, or at least somebody infatuated with this guy. So yeah, let's see what happens. Chapter 5. Oh shit. My mind cannot process what is going on right now. Is he another of Vince's lackeys? What does he want? Why is this guy after Tofu? The stranger's dagger-like eyes are piercing through me. I glare at him, back, and try my best not to break eye contact. The dawn is cowering behind me. I think he has some explaining to do. I'm ready to fight this ass-face no matter the volume of him. I wrestled lions and won. Which is not factual. Who the hell are you? That is none of your concern. I just want to talk to Tofu. He shoved past me and let himself into our dorm and pulled Tofu by the arm. You're hurting me, and we got nothing to talk about. Now, leave us alone, please. I'm only gonna ask one question. Don't bother. I'm not going to respond. The Mosasaurus's face scrunched up and pinned Tofu against the wall. Don't ever cut me off like that. The Mosasaurus growls at him. This is so painful to watch. This is like having a fever dream, but it's real. Tofu is looking at him pleadingly. Hey, or what? You're just a puny little dino. You have no competition against me. Now answer my question. Is he your boyfriend? He says with a commanding voice while pointing at me. Is that really an important question? What's up? I'm not talking to you! He gives me a deafening roar. While distracted, Tofu shoved this demon in a prehistoric creature form away from him. I don't owe you anything! Tofu yelled at the top of his lungs, not out of anger, but in fear. He immediately got up and blocked the doorway so that we couldn't flee. Sam, we gotta get out of here! Then Tofu jumped off the window, proceeding to demolish it. What the hell? Jump, Sam! I'm going to catch you! Looks like I have no other choice. And get the mouse ready, because I know what's coming. Ah. I jumped without thinking. Fortunately enough, I landed on Tofu's chest. Gotcha! Let's go before he catches us. Tafo and I ran across the campus, all the way down from the hill, until we reached the beachside road, panting. Are you okay, Tafu? The way he pushed you against the wall was... I'll be fine, Sam. It's not that bad, as long as I'm not bleeding. I'm just worried, you know. I mean, he shoved you against the wall. Don't be, Sam. I'm Tafu. He pounded his chest with his fist lightly, then I heard him whisper, Ow! I don't get it. Who is that Tafu? And why does he seem obsessed with you? I don't think he's comfortable discussing it. He sighs. I think I owe you an answer since you got involved. That's Mason, my ex. I'm so sorry you had to deal with him. Your ex? I was in shock when he said that. I mean, could have guessed that. No wonder Tafu was uncomfortable with this topic. I thought he was another of Vince's friends. He's not. Mason plays a different sport while Vince plays football. I see why they have different uniforms. But do you mind if I ask what happened to you two? I dumped him weeks before your arrival, and honestly, Tafu cuts himself off before he overshares personal things. Let's console. I reach out to the Don and give him a hug. It's okay, Tafu. I understand. The past is the past. You have me now as your friend. Don't let him control you. He's nothing but an asshole. I heard him sniffle a couple of times, then he slowly put his arms around me as if his strength had left him. I looked up at his twisted face being silhouetted by the sunset. His eyes were full of tears. They rolled down his cheeks like waterfalls, both of his nostrils dripping with snot. Ew, why did you feel the need to mention that? Tafu was basically ugly crying. Thank you, Sam. You don't know how much that Mimi means to me. He said it so loud that the dinos passing by looked at us. Oh geez, this is embarrassing. But he's my friend, it's my duty to make him happy as best as I can. There. What now? Where are we supposed to sleep when he's in our dorm? Don't worry, Sam. He probably left the dorm already, and I know him very well. Mason has been breaking into the dorm ever since we broke up. Wait. What the fuck? That's illegal. Was he also the one who stole my toothbrush from the other night? Calm down, it's just a toothbrush. And the fact that he breaks into someone's dorm occasionally, that's trespassing on private property. Mason doesn't steal anything. He just checks on me and it's making me uncomfortable. And I didn't expect him to be so violent today. Can't you report him to the dean? Report? To the dean? Uh-oh, he's panicking. What's wrong with my suggestion? Well, I could, but... He cuts himself off. Tafu took a few deep breaths. You know, the dean is the most feared dinosaur in the fossil university, next to Vince. I have no vitality to talk to her. Plus, Mason gave me threats of telling the higher authorities. Poor guy. I wish there was something more that I could do. I'd love to assist him getting through this ordeal. I gave him another hug. I don't have anything else to say. Think he needs some distractions. How about the window? Who's gonna fix that? Oh, I panicked. We're gonna have to fix it probably tomorrow. And what were you about to say before he interrupted us? I don't remember. We were having such a hard time that it slipped out of my mind, thanks to Mason. That's okay, I guess. You can just tell me later when you finally remember. Well, how about we get some coffee to ease? Oh wait, it makes you more anxious. Actually, I do want some coffee. You haven't seen Fernando's hot you haven't visited his shop today. Right. But we don't have a reason to talk right now. Damn. Okay. Guess we have to go somewhere else then. I'm only half listening to Tafu right now. His voice is muffled as he continues to talk. I see a monster walking with his shoulders squared, as if he's looking for something. It's Mason, pushing his way through the horde of dinosaurs. Well, I changed my mind. In the cafe we go. I quickly pulled Tafu to the direction where Concha's Cafe y Chisme is. Tafu was confused why I pulled him, but decided to come along. Whoa, what's with all this excitement? You changed your mind? Shh, Mason is here. We better not get too close. Ah. We tried our best not to get caught by him, till we reached our hangout. We immediately slipped inside before he saw us. I'm kind of worried that he used to hang out here with him also. Oh well, I just noticed this. Look at the picture of people who are on the pinboard labeled banned from this cafe. So far, there's Vince, Rakai, and Miss Thirsty Bitch Susan. I'm surprised that he hasn't banned me yet because I always lead trouble to the shop. Hey Sam, are we gonna queue up in line or... Oh, sorry, I'm just admiring this beautiful piece over here. He looks to the pinboard. It really is a beautiful piece. Come on, Sam. Let's get in the line before more customers come. The wait felt like an eternity, but at least the coffee is easy to make, so we can get to the counter immediately. But a female dinosaur in front of us, instead of placing an order, she quickly jumps over the counter and gropes Fernando's biceps, then the pecs. Hey, get your hands off of me. Let me touch him just once. ¿No puedes ver que estoy trabajando? I grimaced. This is making my blood boil. I cannot stand watching this. If you only came here not to order, but to harass me, get out of my shop before I make you. You know, the customer is always right. Now give that milk, you hunk of a cat. She doesn't seem to listen, huh? Don't call me that, you dumb bitch. Oh my fucking gosh. She just keeps going. The saber's face is showing a mix of anger and uncomfortability. One impatient customer from the last line shouted, "What's the holdup? Why is anyone not doing anything but watching? Maybe I should do something?" That's my boyfriend. They turned their heads to me. I don't think Fernando liked to hear that, judging by the expression he's making. Oh really? Can't I just borrow him for a sec? I'm really thirsty for this type of guy. Ugh, she's so fucking persistent. He's not yours and his muscles are not stress balls for you to squeeze on. What are you gonna do about it? You shouldn't grope other people's boyfriends, or I'm going to personally obliterate you. I said in my most stern voice possible. She looks at me dead in the eye for a second and scoffs. Fine. I'm not gonna order anything here anyway. I'm more interested in the barista's pecs. The dino gets the hell out of the cafe. Well, that worked. Bye, bootleg Ariana Venti. I don't think she's comparable. Never mind. We're finally about to place our order. Fernando locked eyes with me, wide-eyed. He's probably shocked after I professed to him as my boyfriend, or more like angry. I'm not gonna ignore the fact that you just called me your novio. I'm gonna make sure that your statements just now were entirely false to everyone who heard that in the shop. Uh-oh. He said it out loud on purpose. Is he trying to embarrass me in front of the crowd? But he's actually smiling, though. Does he really like me? No, that's impossible. Look at that sly-ass smile he's making. Geez, calm down, loudmouth. Fernando's ears twitch. Escuché eso. He heard it. I don't understand what he was saying, but judging by the tone, he didn't like that. Sorry? I guess that Mook's technique of pretending to be a partner doesn't work on Fernando after all. You're hanging out with him, aren't you? Who? Cuauhtémoc. He pulled the same thing before when somebody was bothering me. Can we order already, please? Shh! I'm not done talking to him yet, tiburon. Now, answer the question, Sam. Nah, tell him the truth. Yeah, we hung out a few times. He slams his fist against the counter. I heard enough. Podría ser yo. What's the big deal? I don't understand. ¿Cómo puedo procesar mis emociones por alguien? Nothing. It's better for you not to know. Snarky as usual. Pero, thank you for your integrity. Don't even think about mingling with that demo guy. He is a bad influence. Ya basta de hablar. No tengo toda la noche. Give me your order already. He glanced at the flyer that's been sitting on the counter recently. Huh, that's new. It says sandwiches with pictures of different types of sandwiches. The pictures made my mouth water. I could almost eat the flyer. Trying it is a must. Can I get a... There's no grilled cheese. These must have sold out easily. Let's try something else. How about... There's no tuna sandwich. I think he's just messing around, but he said with a straight face. How does he keep doing that? I don't have sandwiches. Oh no, he's pissed. Though he kept his poker face expression. And especially no chorizo. What even is a chorizo? No somos railroad. Didn't you put a flyer next to you? I point my finger at that said flyer. Huh, eres un desastre. Did you see coming soon both in Spanish and in English written on the bottom of the flyer, except the English one is just in smaller text on purpose? You have got to be kidding me. I look closely at the flyer. Well, he's right. Geez. Well, how about I give you 2 burgers? Gratis. Hecho por mano. Cortesía de mí. P.S. You guys will be the first people who get to taste it. Okay. Tafu and I looked at each other, grinning ear to ear, and nodded in approval. Yes, please. The saber didn't take time and slap these burgers in front of us. They're wrapped neatly in a paper. Yes, please. Yes, please. The saber didn't take time and slap these burgers in front of us. They're wrapped neatly in a paper. I hold it and it's chunky, warm, and ready to be eaten. Once I opened the wrapper and took a bite without even thinking, I tasted nothing. I took a bite again. Nothing. It's all bread. What is this? Fernando was smiling like he did something mischievous and actually worked. No puedo creer que creíste eso. Esto es CCC. No Burger Prince. I serve coffee and pastries for now, idiota. Even your Meg boyfriend is smart enough to figure it out. Tafu's burger bun is still wrapped and not bitten. I didn't smell the meat in here. Oh well, I'm going to keep it anyway. I could make a sandwich out of it at the dorm. We ordered coffee and some bread for dinner, not fancy sandwiches and burgers. It was a pretty monotonous night anyway, just eating, drinking, and conversing about random things. Nerd things. Homosexual nerd things. Then we finished feasting. And that's how you convert dirty fuels into clean ones. Yeah, that sounds good. You cannot handle my nerdiness, can you? Yeah. But I'm not stopping you anyway, you big ol' nerd. Ha! I knew it. Nobody can unless they're a nerd too. I check my phone screen and it's 9:26 p.m. How long were we eating and chatting? Tafu, it's getting late. I think we should go home. Ah, we lost track of time! But you don't have to scream. Everyone is looking at us. There's only a few people at this time. Right. My apologies. We got up from our seats and got ready to leave. I turned around and was surprised by a giant brute who was standing behind me. Ah! I thought it was that Mason guy. I'm glad it's just a hot barista. Oh, it's just you. Who said you're allowed to call me that, muchacho? Nobody? But call me whatever it is on my chest. No es mi nombre. You literally saw me pointing at my name tag, didn't you? I did, I took a quick look at his today's name tag. Milk? Fernando looked at me wide-eyed. He's not shocked, but rather furious. I should take that as a warning. Enough fooling around, Sam. Not the milk. I mean, Theo. Were you supposed to be working? Don't tell me what to do. You're not my boss. It's almost closing time. I heard you two were going home. I just want to let you know. Is he gonna ask me to walk with him? Oh my god, I would gladly say yes. That you two should be more careful at this time, cause I don't want to lose another regular customer. Got it? Oh, at least he doesn't want us dead. Of course, we can protect ourselves. I doubt it if you're softy. A customer interrupted him. Hey, there's no one at the counter. Can you serve us, please? It's literally 9:29, and I close at 9:30. You should have come earlier. There's a minute left. Well, if you really want coffee, then you can get it. But I'll be leaving you alone in this cafe and you'll be closing it. How's that sound? Is he actually serious? Actually, never mind. I'm taking my business somewhere else. They got out of the shop and I can see them fuming outside. The saber turns his attention to us again. There are only 3 of us here now. I think you guys should go unless you want to clean and close the shop by yourselves. Wait, 3 of us? I didn't even notice the few remaining customers had already gone home. Well then, we'd rather not. We got homework left to do. Good night, Fernando. This giant fucking dom grabbed me as we got out of the shop. Fernando didn't respond, but he only grunted. Wait, why does he have no problem when Tofu calls him by his real name? We're on our way back to the dorm, but I'm scared. What if he comes back? But we have no other place to stay. Are you sure that he's not in the dorm anymore? Yeah, I'm 100% sure. Like I told you earlier, I know him pretty well. I'm still anxious about it. I am too, Sam. If anything happens, we'll be sleeping in the forest. None of you are sleeping in the woods. We bumped into the Mosa again. He's grinning at us like a fucking psycho. Holy hell! How long have you been eavesdropping? The entire time. I've been spying on you 2 outside the cafe, waiting for you to come out. Now I have a chance to do this! He lifted me by my collar and Tofu was watching me get threatened. Again. This is the 3rd damn time in a row. Tofu, do something! How dare you steal him away from me? I don't even... Let him go, Mason! He doesn't seem to be listening to him. Shouldn't you obey somebody if you love them? Mason stopped and slowly put me down on the ground. You're right. Enough with this louse. Can you please leave us alone? I will, but I'm not gonna ignore that you're dating this gator. Bitch, we're not even dating you, hooligan. Yet? We're not. We're just friends. Liar. That's what they say, you boyfriend-stealing twat. The Mosasaurus raises his fist that is about to hammer and crush me to death. But he stopped. Hearing a sharp thud, and he fell face first. He was sucker punched from behind by an ankylosaur guy from the cafe yesterday. Would appreciate it if you kept your mouth shut this time. Holy fuck, he saved me. I mean, thanks for saving us from him. Well, no offense, but your giant friend would have protected you if he wasn't such a wuss. But you're welcome, I guess. Wow, that's kind of rude. I can't respond right now, this man is... Wait, what? I mean, he's just so heroic, and he's hot, but Tofu. Hey, you don't have to talk about him like that. I'm just being honest, mate. I couldn't stand watching somebody be antagonized. Mason groans as he tries to get up. By the way, I'm not skipping this text. I don't remember if it did it in the previous builds, but it's skipping text by itself because, you know, they're getting cut off. Ugh, what happened? I think that's your cue to leave. Don't worry. I'll handle him. All right. I'll see you around, I guess. I walked away with Tofu. This night has been crazy. That guy really packs a punch, even though he's smaller than Mason, and I didn't get his name. He's such a hottie. Do you think anyone's ever motorboated his chest before? Brrr. My god. We went to our dorm. It was still unlocked. Hopefully no one stole our stuff, and the window is still broken. Shoot, I'm gonna have to fix that soon. This has to be one of the worst nights. Agreed. Hopefully that guy won't come back here again tomorrow and the next few days. I should have warned you about that. I'm really sorry again, Sam. Hey, don't worry about it. It's not your fault that you didn't want to bring him up before he decided to inflict on us. Let's head to bed, shall we? I'm so tired. Of course. Good night. We head to our respective rooms and I checked the drawers and my bags just in case there was anything missing, because that asshole Mason left the door open and somebody could have gotten in here. Nothing's missing so far, but maybe because I'm too sleepy to notice. Maybe I can check tomorrow. I flopped on the bed and closed my eyes, trying to drift away to my dreamland. Fuck. The ordeal earlier can't get out of my mind. It's making me anxious. I can't sleep. Great, what am I gonna do now? I shook away my thoughts and tried to sleep. Though it's not gonna be easy. I woke up with only, 3 hours of sleep. Ugh. Maybe less than that. I couldn't sleep for hours and I have class this morning, which sucks. I wonder how Tofu is doing. I slowly get out of my bed, then left to my room. I'm really tired. Maybe coffee and breakfast would fix that. A bit. As I walked to the living room, I saw the massive being sitting on the couch. And of course the window is not yet fixed. Hey Tofu? Hey, are you okay? No, I haven't slept, and I was gonna ask you the same thing, after that nightmare occurred last night. I will be, Breasty. Don't worry about it. His smile was weak and not enough to convince me that he's completely fine. Yeah, I don't want him to get the wrong idea, so I'm just gonna leave him be. I sigh. I didn't want to give him any more trouble than I already had yesterday. I'll just give you some space. I just stand there awkwardly, taking a step back. I gotta get ready for class right now. Just shoot me a message if you need anything. Don't we have the same class together? Sorry, the lack of sleep messed up my memory. I get that. Before we head out, I want to go to the cafeteria first. As he said that, I turned to look at the broken window. That's right, I almost forgot we jumped out of it. What about the window? I'll take care of that later. I'm just short on funds. Damn. It's fine, Tofu. Why don't I help you out? I'll get a job and... loan from Vince. Why would you bring up that second part? That's like throwing yourself to the hungry wolf. First one is the better option. I advise you not to get money from him. He's a loan shark after all. Well, thanks for the warning. I suppose I'll ask Fernando for a job. If he'd let me, though. But seriously, you don't really have to do this. I'm the one who broke it. I know, but I insist. I'll help you no matter what, but let's go get some food before we get late to class. I'm starving. We headed out to our dorm and to the cafeteria as usual. The good stuff was always taken. No bacon and waffles for us. This is why early birds get the worm. Except the birds are resurgent dinos that ravaged all the trays and left nothing but 2 days old reheated toasts. Not to mention the coffee from the vending machine is bland as fuck. Whatever, we'll just make sure to be early next time. Tofu and I just sat there eating, isolating ourselves from the group of friends we're not even close to from the other set of tables, especially the jocks, and my mind wanders. As we eat, the sandwich I've made from that said toast, it's gone. I haven't ate the half of it yet. Tofu, have you seen my sandwich? No. Why? It's gone. I swear I put it right in front of my plate. Sorry about that, Sam. Some dinos here pass by and steal food from the others. Figures. Come on, Sam. You don't want to start a fracas here, do you? You can have my sandwich instead. Are you sure? I don't want you to be starving in class. Yeah, it's fine. I insist. Okay. Not long enough, we finish our gross-ass breakfast and depart to class. As we strolled, I took a glance at the Don grinning. What are you smiling about, Tofu? Didn't you remember the schedule? We have psych class today. Oh, right. Now I see why. I'm not really that excited, though. Not just because I don't find Tyson hot at all, more like I dislike the whole college itself. Honestly, I haven't found what motivates me to keep going yet. I just sat on the chair next to Tofu as soon as we walked into the class. We'll just have to wait for Tyson. And the raptor we hate to name barged in that made everyone jolt. Good morning, himbos and nerds, except that gator over there. Everyone scoffs. He frowns as we stare at each other. You seem happy to see me. I definitely am, he said with a sarcastic tone. Seriously, what the hell is your problem? Looking at you makes me... Urgh, I'm gonna mess your stinky face. He growls, not realizing an enormous Tyrannosaurus looming behind him. How about you take a seat, Burdock, before I throw you out of the window again? Vince turns his head to him with an unmoving expression. Like I'd be scared. But sure, I'm in a very good mood today. Of all the places, the raptor jump on the seat made himself comfortable. Next to me. Why is Tyson not doing anything? Oh, he's rummaging on his drawers, while Tofu sank on his seat, not knowing what to do. What? I wouldn't miss the world to sit next to my new bosom friend. He grabs my arm and digs his claws into my skin. Thankfully, I'm not bleeding. But I'm his breastie. Nah, keep your cool. Well, it seems like you're not wanted here, so I think it's best for you to leave. And what if I didn't? I'm gonna have to ask the professor to throw you out of the window, as he said. If you have nothing else better to do, the door is always open, son. Oh, I would hate to miss this class, Mr. Rexford. Then sit somewhere else. Geez, his angry voice never fails to make me jump, while Vince is unmoved by it. Fine. He stands up and sits somewhere else, but not far from me, probably already harassing his current victim. Are you okay? Sorry I didn't help you again. Don't worry about it. At least he's gone. I'm literally just above you. Well, shit. Tofu was shocked after hearing his voice again, and wails. And you, Sam, please make sure that you'll pay attention to my lectures this time. Yes, Professor. I can't promise, but I will try to. Tyson locking eyes with me. Is this class really important? For my course? Well, he's just doing his job and he doesn't want me to fail. Or does he really care about me that much? Ugh, no. I shook my thoughts off. None of them are true. Maybe he's just picking on me. I appreciate your sincerity, but please do. Phew. Let's start our class session, shall we? The Rex starts discussing about sympathy or empathy. Whatever, I don't care. But ugh, I don't want to be yelled at again. Tofu is literally focusing on Tyson. He's really into No, wait, no. He's a nerd. You all will have a little task to work on later. I'll send via email after class. Good thing he warns about the assignment before the end of the class. I feel very sleepy. That caffeine didn't affect me much, and I'm missing several hours of sleep, remember? Alright, who can recall what sympathy is? I can answer that, but I'm not gonna be called anyway. Hopefully. Vincent, can you answer my question? His head jolted, stopped carving something on his desk with his claws. He's not actually listening. Oh, huh? Minus the nth, you're old... easy. It's compassion for another being. Never mind. Correct, though you clearly don't have that. Did the professor really call him out on purpose and annihilated him emotionally? Never knew that he could be humorous sometimes. Vince isn't bothered by it, judging by his expression, but he's trying hard to keep a straight face. Well, can you tell me what's the difference between empathy and sympathy? Well, it's... Very sloppy, huh? He's stuttering right now. What happens if I surpass Vince? I can answer that. Empathy is when someone is able to understand the difficulties of another and feel like the other person. The differences are sympathy is showing pity, while empathy is to feel one another's feelings. Precisely. Someone's actually paying attention today. Is that a smile? A slight smile, though. That counts, I guess. Trying to impress Rexford, huh? I can tell that he's not even interested in you. Oh? I'm just helping you out since you couldn't answer his damn question. The raptor's only response is growling. Probably can't think what else to say. Come on now. Can I at least get a thank you? Moving on. The class continues. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. I really need to stay awake, but I can't keep my head up. My eyes completely shut off involuntarily and my head dropped on the desk. To be continued. Well, that was short. Oh, the other dinosaur is there. So... I kind of get the feeling that Vince isn't a moron, but he has been coasting on his probably athletic abilities this whole time, and the fact that he's connected. If I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember from like what 6-7 months ago what I read, that he's related to somebody important, so that's why he gets away with everything. So it's probably all just, you know, posturing. So it would be interesting, I guess, to get to know him a little better and be like, ah, so I guess, you know, you're not such a jackass. I would also be interested to see what the Don saw in the Mosasaurus. You know, like, was he actually a good guy, or was it like a case of like low self-esteem, so you fall for the bad guy that seems really into you, but actually is a pretty horrible person, because if you do or say something that he doesn't like, he, you know, blows off the handle. You know, breaks into dorms, sends you flying out the window. Actually, if you don't click the option to jump out the window fast enough, he does fling you out the window. So, yeah. But yeah. Anywho, so what are your thoughts? Hopefully we'll see an update sooner or later. This is September, and it's September 26th, so it's like the last week of the month. And the last I remember seeing of this was that there was an April Fool's update, which means that the last update was available in April of this, you know, year. So there is a good chunk of time between when that update released and when this one released. So yeah. But then again, you know, depending on when this actually comes out, you know, there might be more content. Anywho, so yeah, write down in the comments what you think. And, well, mostly what you think about the Don and Mosasaurus relationship. And I guess any little snippet of Vince. Because I like raptors. It's kind of on brand, at least in my head, to see him be like a bully, but be the bully that's just coasting on his athletic ability and not, you know, like if you take that out of the equation, then he's just like a really mean person that really has nothing going for him. But yeah, I want to say Temok again. Anywho, it's always fun to speak Spanish, so that's why I like Fernando and Temok, because, you know, I get to speak Spanish. Anywho, so yeah, I guess thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play prehistoric history. Anyways, thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Prehistoric Relations yourself, you can find it over on itch. And I don't remember if they have a Twitter page for the creator. So if they do, then I will link to it. If not, then oh well. It happens with Yoga Bear and Care Bear, or no, not Care Bear, Bear Care. So the creator doesn't have a Twitter, so I can't really link to it. So does the help have a? It does not, unfortunately. Anyways, so just look for it on itch. It's not, you know, adult content, so you shouldn't have to sign in order to be able to find it. Anywho, so yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!